This is our 8th year for our annual Veterans Day event, Saluting Independence, where we honor our nation's heroes who continue to serve their local communities. Specialist E4 Frank Romeo has made it his life's mission to bring post traumatic stress disorder awareness and education to others. Romeo enlisted in the United States Army in 1968 and was a member of the elite 199th Light Infantry Brigade. During a covert mission in Cambodia, Romeo was separated from his unit and held off an enemy attack by himself until reinforcements arrived. For 30 years, he has traveled the country advocating for those who suffer from PTSD. In 2019, at the age of 70, Frank embarked on a 750-mile walk across New York to further raise awareness of PTSD. Walk with Frank started in Buffalo and ended in his hometown. Frank slept in shelters and lived among the homeless to help shed light on the situations that so many veterans face today. Congratulations, Frank, for your service to our country. Frank, this is Colonel Dave Wojcik, and I want to say first, I want to thank you for your tremendous service and support and devotion to the American veteran as a whole. And I believe that your walk from upstate New York to downstate New York on behalf of veterans who've received post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of their service in the military is outstanding. And I can't tell you from the bottom of my heart the respect and admiration I have for soldiers like yourself, and especially people like you who go beyond the call of duty.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to meet you, Colonel, and to be here with Canine Companions. And I appreciate the recognition on behalf of all the veterans. We're all brotherhood, sisterhood, and we're all working together for each other.
I know that you served in Vietnam and in the 199th Light Infantry Brigade, and you were doing covert missions in Cambodia. And I just want to know, on behalf of, Canine Companions, what goes through your mind, 30, 40 years past your service on your service back then, how you feel about it today?
In retrospect, looking back and thinking about some of the things that we went through, the unit itself and all veterans that served during the Vietnam era, and what we went through, and the difference between the military back then and the military now. Of course, our welcome home was nothing to compare to the welcome home that our veterans get today, and deservedly so. And I think a lot about the transgressions that we had, and moving forward, and the way we came home, and the way veterans, the services that we have for veterans today, it's outstanding. And mainly in looking back on my service and thinking about some of the things we do, and the support that we had, it's always been there. Even back in Vietnam, during the Vietnam days, the support was always there with the military, and anything we needed at the time was always available to us.
Well, Frank, you certainly deserve my salute, and everyone else in America for standing up and doing the right thing at the right time. And I can't tell you, your walk with Frank program, I read about it in Newsday. I wanted to meet you someday, and I finally got my chance.
Thank you. It was quite an adventure. We reached out to the homeless community. We gave the homeless a voice. The findings of my walk will be the focus of a documentary, the Walk with Frank documentary, coming out in the spring of 2021. We touched a lot of veterans, and got their stories, and the trauma related behind each homeless veteran was a traumatic event, and giving them the voice to be able to get their stories out, and to talk about how they became homeless. They weren't born homeless, or they became homeless, and the circumstances surrounding it, and mental health. And we connected the dots between mental health and our homeless veteran community.
I can see that you have the trophy there in front of you. On
It's a
behalf of
beautiful.
Canine Companions for Independence and the Colonel E. David Wojcik Jr. and Lance Corporal Mateus Ferreira, we proudly give you that memento on CCI's behalf for your efforts. And could you just read the inscription on that?
Corporal Matthew Rabel, U.S. Military Corps retired. Service Award presented to Specialist E4 Frank Romeo, U.S. Army retired, for outstanding and exemplary service to his country, November 2020.
I want to congratulate you, and you're so deserving of this award. And I want to meet you in person, which we will. And next year, you're invited to come back and be in person, hopefully when the COVID is over. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to meet you. Thank you, Canine Companions. For those out there, it's a worthy cause. They do a lot for our veterans and all people in need of service. Thank you again, Colonel.